Saturday night, UFC 250 will return for a night of highly anticipated fights, including one featuring our next guest. Joining us now, I got to do like the announcer voice. Cody, no love, Garbrandt. Cody, we got love for you though this morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. That was a great introduction.
Do you think Michael Buffer should be nervous?
He should be. It shouldn't be. That gave me a little bit of chills, like I was in the octagon right now, 3 days out.
You know, well, that's the only thing that makes you nervous because my guns need some serious work. But you are in fighting form and ready to reclaim your title.
Yes, it felt great. You know, very excited. It's been a long time coming, you know, to get here. I'm glad the UFC is able to, able to have fights for us and, let us keep climbing. And for me to be able to keep fighting.
Absolutely. And let's talk about that because, of course, UFC, huge in Las Vegas, Dana White made sure, he was like, UFC is going to be back. We need sports. Even if, fans can't be there in person. First sporting event to return during this whole pandemic. I mean, has that been exciting for you as fighters with the organization?
I feel like with everything that's going on, it's very exciting. Like I said, the first sports is able to come and give people some entertainment during the pandemic and then other crazy stuff that we have going on. I'm very thankful for the UFC brass, Dana White, Sean Shelby, Nick Maynard, Hunter Campbell, all those guys that came together to make this happen. It's been amazing. So I'm just fortunate enough to be here fight week and be able to go fight with an audience or without an audience. So it doesn't matter. I'm just very excited to fight.
And it's an important fight this Saturday. Let's talk about that. You're a former UFC champ, but you're fighting against a pretty high-seeded contender to reclaim that title, right?
Yeah, I feel like, I'm one of the best in the division, one of the best in the world. And, I go out there and I train super hard. So I want to fight the best, that gets me right in line for that title shot to where I want to get it back. And that's through Raphael Assuncao. He's a great opponent, great adversary. But, I'm just going to be more than him on Saturday night.
Well, I know part of your name is No Love, but you do have a big heart. And in fact, outside the ring, you have written a book called The Pack, very special book about a wonderful relationship you have with a former cancer patient. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, that was, a very amazing time in my life to be able to write that book about our stories combining together. Max Maple was 5 years old and he was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And, I was 17, 18 years old, growing up on the amateur scene. We're from the same hometown. I had a nice following. Everyone came to my fights, kind of supported me. So we, once we found out that he had diagnosed with cancer, my brother reached out to me and said, hey, you should do like a fight donation or contribute a fight to Maddox and his family for what they're going through. So I reached out to Nick and Stephanie, Maddox's parents, during one of my upcoming amateur fights. I said, hey, I would like to, donate my proceeds to my ticket sales and, sell some shirts and whatever, we make, give to you guys to, go to Disney World, take care of medical bills, and reach out to him on Facebook. Never thought something that would transpire into what it is today and what it's been through this whole, 6-7 years that we've been, battling the cancer, and we've been battling my way to the top to become a world champion. He's been there with me every step, every fight. This is actually the first fight that he hasn't been to since.
Love that.
Since I would say probably 6 years now. So that's a little different.
Wow.
Family stuff's not here, but it's been great. Seeing how tough and resilient that kid is. Facing what he faced at a young age. I know that. On my deep days or my hardest days, I lean towards him and his strength that he was able to overcome everything he's able to come, and so it's been a great
Cody,
journey.
we love that. A fighter with a heart. We can definitely root for that. And thank you so much for your time. Good luck to you, and good luck on Saturday.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.